Hey everyone, Tim here, and I'm going to do a new ranking video, and that is ranking the late and great Chris Farley movies. Now, he's done a lot more than just, these four, but these are the four he was the starring lead in. So, yeah, no Coneheads, no Dirty Work, which was actually his last film, and, no Wayne's World 2, Billy Madison. Although I love those characters, they just couldn't fit in with the four, just the main leading parts, main leading parts for the movies. Starting with a film I always disliked, and not for, the reason, just the reason that I didn't like the jokes. I didn't like, even as a kid, I always felt bad for Chris Farley. It's sad that he never got a chance to do, he ended up with the girl at the end, a lot like Tommy Boy. But what bothers me is just the embarrassment they put on him. I don't know. It always bothered me how they treated him, especially for this film. I remember him crying, and just not always never been my favorite. And same goes for Almost Heroes. I was never the biggest fan of this film. I think some of the jokes are quite funny. The part where it takes him like a, it's like forever to find the things the lady sent, told him to send, an egg, and she just had to use the shell. That was a pretty funny scene, but a lot of it was just really, juvenile and just dumb. And I like juvenile stuff, but this is too Amy Schumer juvenile, and just not a fan of. Now he made it to the best two. And in my opinion, his the two of his best that he had a chance to be more serious and dramatic. In two of these films, especially this one, they're not just being two guys making fun of each other. They have real, genuine moments. A lot like what Rob Lowe said on Joe Rogan. And even at the funeral, it's just the funeral part where David Spade's looking on. Very, very eerie and just scary part that I just really love. And again, they have moments from Dumb and Dumber where you think Harry and Lloyd are very dumb, but there's just so much there's genuine moments with those two, and it makes me think of this, So, well, both of them, but Tommy Boy is one of those that they have a really great chemistry on and off camera. And now my number one favorite Chris Farley film is, of course, Black Sheep. Black Sheep has always been my favorite since childhood. Still to this day, rewatched it. I still love it. I don't care what Gene Siskel, Roger Ebert. I know Gene Siskel walked out of it. I'm not a fan of Citizen Kane. Sorry. I'm or Gone with the Wind. I know these are just dumb movies, but to me, they're not. They have chemistry. They have this, I can't even explain it. And I like how both films are connected with Chris Farley. Like Tommy Boy is connected with his father. And in some ways, Black Sheep is connected with his brother Tom, where Tom Jr., where he's more of the popular guy, and he's more, he's more loved. And in reality, Chris was the black sheep of the family. And, he was the middle kid. And and to the extent with the chemistry with Spade in this, like, they're just so. The part that gets me all the time is a lot of people laugh at it, but the part where, because he worked at the kid, he worked at this children's hall. He does the this thing for children, and he was the Easter bunny for Easter, and he wears it and he's crying, and most people will laugh at it. I always look at it like it's really sad that he lost his job from these assholes, and it, and then you have the addition with Gary Busey and Ebersol. Very fun film, love it, and it's I can't even the bat, the falling down, the direction of Spears. Even though I know Spears and Spade didn't get along, even though they did Senseless together. Just a fun all around film. My favorite Spears film, of course, is Little Rascals, but this is my favorite Chris Farley film.